Hey guys, welcome back. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. I appreciate you joining me today. Gosh, it seems like forever. We had such a big push for the 12 days of Christmas, and now I'm excited to give you a different recipe that doesn't have sugar. I think I'm sugared out. Christmas isn't even here yet. Anyway, the recipe that I'm doing today, I think it's one that you'll really like. I think it's one you might even be able to talk the kids into having some veggies with it because it's that good. It's a creamy Monterey chicken spaghetti, super easy to make. I have all my stuff out here, so let me show you what you're going to need. And obviously we're making spaghetti, so we're going to start with that. It's Monterey chicken spaghetti, so we're going to use some spinach, and this is just frozen spinach that I left in the refrigerator overnight, and it's been thawed. I have in the colander to start getting some of that water out, but we're going to squeeze that out later too. Couple more things that we're going to need. We need some ranch dressing, some ricotta cheese, adds a lot of creaminess. We're going to use evaporated milk, cream of chicken soup, some Monterey Jack Cheese, and some chicken. And I think one of my best tips is when you go to Costco, you know how you always pick up one chicken? I always pick up two. And embarrassingly enough, I know I'm going to use it within like a couple of weeks, so I'm not worried about freezer burn. I allow it to come to room temperature and I throw it in the freezer as is. This one we gnawed on a little bit first. So with that, I'm going to get the chicken. I need about 3 cups. Even more than that's always a plus. There's probably close to 3.5, 4 cups in there for this recipe. That's all we're going to need. In the background, I have my oven preheating on 350 and a pot going to boil the water. And I'm going to start though with picking that chicken clean and then dropping the pasta in. So I'll let you just follow along with me. It'll only take a few minutes. Now, good tip, I always keep like this is my chicken cutting board. It's all I use it for is just chicken. I always keep it on the cutting board. It just makes cleanup a little bit easier. So if you noticed, or you may not have, I didn't pick the chicken terribly clean because I'm going to use that to make some chicken broth later, or maybe even some chicken and dumplings. I don't know, but that's an easy thing to reuse in other ways. So I'll put the recipe for the chicken stock below as well. So anyway, my oven is ready, but I'm still waiting for my pasta water to get going. So next I'm going to shred my Monterey Jack cheese. I need about 2 cups for this recipe. So hang tight, we'll do that too. Okay, that looks about right. That'll be about 2 cups. I do like to shred my own cheese for a couple of reasons. It's a heck of a lot cheaper, so there's that. But it also melts a lot better. So if you have the time and the patience, shredding your cheese is a good thing. I'm going to check my water, put this stuff in the refrigerator. This is back in the freezer because I might not do it until the next day or so. I don't know if you can see the steam, but definitely the water's ready to go. This spaghetti takes, what do we have here? 9 to 11 minutes. I'm going to cook it for barely 9 minutes. I want it to be al dente because this casserole is going to finish cooking in the oven. And when I put the pasta in the pasta water, I am going to break it in half, just so it's a little bit easier to work with when we're mixing everything together. So I'm going to do that over there. I'll be back in a few. Okay, so now while our pasta is boiling, we're going to make the sauce. This one is really yummy, guys. You're going to love it. It's also super easy. It feeds a crowd. It's a great meal. Okay. cream of chicken soup. We're going to use 2 of these. Oh, I hate it when I don't choose the right spatula. This is probably gonna, oh, it is. I thought maybe it wouldn't be big enough to go, or too big to go in the can. Okay, so there's 1 can. We're gonna use 2 cans in this. I think the one thing that people don't like when it comes to casseroles, you know, like get a bad name or whatever, it's because they're dry. And being saucy is a big part of a really good casserole. So that's why we're using plenty of stuff for the sauce. And if I even remotely thought it was going to be dry, I would save some of the pasta water too, because that pasta water is starchy gold. It really helps like sauces to come together and stuff. Okay. And this is 1 can of evaporated milk. Him in there. Ricotta cheese, a cup. And again, don't forget, you know, if you miss some of the ingredients, no worries. Just go to the blog or just look below. All the, you know, the ingredients are below. There are some extra tips on the blog that I always include. So if you have any questions, head over there. If you have any questions about the recipe, just leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you just as soon as possible. Ranch seasoning. You know, I'm always shocked at how much flavor just that little packet of seasoning can give, because if you look at it, you know, we could go into the pantry or into the spice cabinet and we could get the garlic and the onion powder and parsley and all the things, or you could just add a packet of that, because there's a ton of flavor in that. And so next, we're gonna whisk this together, preferably without me wearing it. So let me do that really quick. Let me give my pasta a stir, and I'll be right back. Okay, my timer just went off, so I'm gonna drain my spaghetti. I'll be back in just a minute. We are close to being ready to put this in the oven. So we have just a few more steps, and that is our spinach. Now, if we put it in like that, it looks like it's drained pretty good, right? You can kind of see that. But if we press on it, boy, there's a lot more water that's coming out. And so you just want to make sure you put it in the refrigerator overnight. Again, it looks like we did really well, right? Let's give it another squeeze. It's amazing. Just how much water comes out of that. And as long as your hands are clean, you're fine. Yeah, that's a lot of water. And when you put it in the sauce, you just want to make sure you break it apart a little bit, because it'll stick together otherwise. And so let me just break that apart. And see, kids won't even know. You're eating spinach. You're Popeye's best friend right now. Do kids even care about Popeye anymore? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take out my whisk, because the spinach is just gonna get stuck in that. I should have done that before. Wipe off my hands. Okay. And I'm going to give this a good stir again, just to get everything all mixed in together. There we go. And let me move this over as well. Get that out of your way so you can see. So we only have a few more things to do. Let's put our spaghetti in. Lovely. And if there was some water in with the spaghetti, that's okay, because that water is going to be good for the sauce anyway, like we talked about earlier. Okay, now I want to mix all this together, and this will take a hot minute. If you're going to do anything when you make this casserole, take the extra time to mix it together well. Mixing it together is going to make sure that all the spaghetti is coated in that lovely sauce, and it's going to keep the casserole like super moist. I don't know, this sounds really good. If I had two hands, I'd be showing you like the ASMR thing, like how wonderful this sounds. Let's just give a listen. Oh, fabulous. Okay, my cheese. I'm going to add about half the cheese and save some to put on top. Stir it in again. Oh, goodness. It's days like this that make me really happy. Okay. Now, we just need our casserole dish. Give it a good spritz so nothing sticks. We're gonna move this out of the way. Put this up here. It's my favorite cast iron skillet. It's a cast iron casserole dish. A friend gave that to me and I've just cherished it ever since. Okay, in goes this lovely, cheesy, creamy pasta mixture for our Monterey chicken spaghetti. Perfect. We're going to take a minute and just kind of even it all out. Spread it out good. Wonderful. Remember, we have some leftover cheese. Let's add that to our casserole. If you didn't have Monterey Jack, you could use mozzarella cheese. That would work too. Swiss cheese would even work for this. I just like something beyond the regular cheddar cheese, but in a pinch, would I go to the store to get one? No, I'd use cheddar cheese. So just a heads up. Spur fried onions come in handy. We're just going to sprinkle those over the top. And that's going to add, as this bakes, it's going to get golden brown. And those fried onions are going to get crispy and golden and crunchy. Fabulous. Okay. Into the oven it goes, about 25 minutes, if I remember correctly. I'll be back in a few. One thing before I forget, we do cover it with foil, and it takes about 20 minutes. We're going to remove the foil for the last 5 minutes or so of baking, and then we're going to check out how yummy this is. This one doesn't take a long time because all of the ingredients, with the exception of the chicken and the spinach, are pretty much room temperature, plus we mixed everything together. So it doesn't take a whole lot of oven time, almost more prep time, and that's only because I had to debone the chicken. So anyway, 20 minutes, we'll be back. Okay guys, I just pulled this delicious, hot, bubbly casserole out of the oven. It was in there for 20 minutes. I took the foil off, I left it in there for another 5, and it just crisped up the fried onions so nicely. Yum. All right. Oh goodness. I'm just going to get a little bit here, but I have to get some of those fried onions to try. Oh boy. This is so good. It's just one of my favorites, and I think it's the combination of cheeses and then the pasta with the spinach. Oh my goodness. It's hot. Mm. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It is so flavorful. It's cheesy. It's got a little crunch in there. Super creamy. Great casserole. I think you're going to love it. I hope you give it a try soon. You have any questions though, head over to the blog. There's a lot of additional information there that I think you'd find helpful. Or if not, just pop me a note below and I'll answer you as soon as possible. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. Make sure to try this soon, okay? Head over to the blog, check me out at bowlmeover.com. If you like and subscribe to YouTube, I'd sure appreciate that as well. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time.